Hey yo, salute to the people. It's the social forecast. Today is Saturday, August 3rd, about 6 p.m. in Massachusetts. I hope you all did something today to further your goals and to help you realize your dreams. I'm on my way to the gym right now, which I really didn't feel like getting up to do this. But I gotta trust the process. If you want your results to match your plans, you gotta stick to that plan. So I'm gonna make it happen. After working another damn near 80-hour week, I really would rather be in bed right now, but this is what I gotta do. But speaking about trusting the process, this vlog is for all my colleagues, peers, friends, anybody in my age group, grew up in my generation, anybody born between the year of 80 and 85, the real millennials, despite what the general consensus says. I had to come to I'm actually just now coming to a very sobering and humbling realization. This is for all of my early 80s babies. We getting old. We're not young no more. Those of us born in 83, 84, 85, 83 like me, getting ready to exit our early 30s and now in our mid 30s. For me, I'll be 36 in a couple months. It's sobering. Like, you see yourself as being young for so long, and Sheik Luch once said, you're gonna be older a lot longer than you're gonna be younger. And you know, that type of shit don't hit you when you're 17, 18. But when you're 35, you realize how real a bar like that is. But this is for my early 80s babies. We getting old, we not young no more. But as I continue to reconcile that realization, I come to accept it more and more every day. Now, anybody who just meets me or comes across me, you know, at work when I deal with the general public, or people who I interact with who might not know my history, one of my biggest forms of self-expression has always been that I've been into piercings. Piercings, tattoos, but mostly piercings. And people who see me with all the piercings I have, some new, some not so new. Some people have a perception. I'm outside of the normal stigma of people with piercings and tattoos. The perception of some people when they see people at my age who chooses to express myself in the way that I do might look at it as, I don't know, a little bit odd, but it's part of what my message is for all my early 80s babies today. You're never too old to express yourself in whatever form or fashion you choose to express yourself in. And you never owe an explanation to anybody who might not understand that expression, because everybody who's young at some point is going to get old. All you got to do is stick around long enough. Keep living, and eventually you're going to get old. Jay-Z once said, the only thing worse than getting old, I apologize, Hov. The only thing worse than getting old is not getting old. And why should we change the things that we're into, the things that we like, the things that we choose to do and exhibit to express ourselves and the things that we love, whether it be art form, music, what have you? Why should we have to change those things just because the clock keeps moving? Now, of course, as you get older and move through different phases and stages in life, certain things you put away, certain things, you know, you evolve, and that's fine. But I think the majority of the people in my age group and older are pressured into thinking that because you make it through another decade, because you make it to another age group, every 5 to 10 years. And certain things you're no longer allowed to do, or certain things is no longer acceptable for you to do. And my message to them and to all my early 80s babies would be, the only things that you should ever discontinue in life, the only things that you should ever put away in life, no matter what anybody thinks, and that pertains to the good and the bad, the only things that you should ever put down and walk away from are the things that you yourself, and being loyal to your process, decide that you no longer want to be associated with, or no longer want to engage in or indulge in those things. But if it's something like, for me, piercings, I don't give a fuck if I'm 40, I don't give a fuck if I'm 50. If I choose to express myself in that way, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm apologetic in that aspect of my life. I'm apologetic to no one. Period. The overall message in that is this: I don't let the world, and more specifically, people's views and perceptions on people in the world, shape my views, perspectives, and opinions on myself and the things I like to do. One of my biggest obligations at this stage in life is being an example to my children, because I'm responsible and I'm liable to them first, last, and only at the end of the day. And despite the things that I may choose to do, particularly my message to them and my example to them is, you get one life. I don't care what your religious beliefs are. I don't care what your spiritual connection to whatever deity or higher power that you serve is. As far as this life here, on this third rock from the sun in this solar system, as far as we all know, you only get one of these shits. And so you gotta live it, one, for you, and two, the best way you know how. And the only people who can truly label your actions or inactions as mistakes are you. And the only people who can learn from those actions or those moments of inaction where you look back and you wish you would have taken action, any action at all, or a different action, the only person who could make that assessment is you. And there are going to be people along the way who will judge the things you do, and there are going to be people along the way who are in somewhat of a position to judge the things you do, but nobody walks in your shoes, and nobody lives your life, and nobody knows what it would take to live your life and deal with the experiences that you've had to deal with. Because and I've always said this, you could take two people from opposite ends of the planet, two totally different walks of life, or you could take two people who grew up in the same household and who share the same bloodline. And you could give those four people, 2 and 2 on opposite ends of the spectrum, whose lives may or may not parallel one another. You can give those people the same experiences. And you know what? Each one of those individuals are going to take from those experiences 4 totally different messages. And from those experiences, those 4 individuals are going to evolve in 4, maybe sometimes similar, but uniquely, vastly different ways. Because that's just life. It's not just about our experiences. An experience does not just predicate on how long you've been around or how long you've been doing something, because you could be doing something wrong for a long fucking time. Experience is more of a formula and a process. It's not just the things you do that make up the totality of your experience in whatever aspect or facet of life, but it's experience coupled with what you learn from those experiences, coupled with how you come out of those experiences, which is predicated on how you internalized or what you took from those experiences. And that's why you could take any number of people and have them be subjected to the same exact experience, but each one of those individuals will come out of those experiences with a very different outlook on what that experience meant, what their bigger picture looks like, and what they need to do going forward to change future experiences that may be similar. So I'll say it again. To all my early 80s babies, we getting old, but we getting better. And just because simply getting old and the passing of time doesn't equate to wisdom, what you choose to do today, this is the formula to wisdom. What you choose to do today should, in your opinion and assessment, be, however slight, better to you than what you did yesterday. And what you do today should inspire, motivate, criticize, and encourage what you will do tomorrow. And that's what equals wisdom. Smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. I don't pretend to know everything. I just know what I know. Like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, link in the bio. If you're already on my YouTube channel, I continue to fuck with you all for continuing to fuck with me and my messages. I'm my biggest fan, so remember, you should always be yours. Peace and love. I'll see you on the next one.